Hey guys! Wow. It's been a while. I'm sorry. I promised a lot to this channel and to people that follow me on Instagram that were like all big about me getting into YouTube. I promised you guys some stuff and I just have not kept that promise, have I? I'm sorry. But I'm trying to be better. Can't guarantee because pretty much when all of this chaos is over, my life is gonna get pretty chaotic with work. So who knows? I don't know. We're just gonna take advantage of the time we have now and make the best out of it. Because I'm sure, like many of you out there, I am in quarantine. And we don't know how long that's gonna be because, you know, those dates just keep looking further and further away, and it's getting quite depressing, let me tell you. My god. So today is April 11th, as far as the quarantine thing goes. So, not sure when this video will go out. Hopefully it'll go out, like, then in the next day or two, but God only knows with me. We'll see what happens. But enough rambling. I'm here to talk about some fun stuff. Pops. I love Funko Pops, if you guys can't tell. If you follow me on Instagram, then you probably have seen plenty of me talking about Funko Pops, me unboxing Pops, me redoing my Pop wall. I like to go live when I do my Pop wall. There's also a time-lapse video of me redoing the wall. Not redoing it to what it looks like now. It was like a couple redos ago, but it's about the same height. Give or take. I have taken some Pops out and sold them in place of getting new ones, just because I've kind of been putting a harsher restriction on my collection, I guess. But I'll get more into that because this is supposed to be like a general Q&A and get to know me as a collector. So, these are just common questions that I've gotten over years and years, and this is just going to be kind of me like chit-chatting with you guys, talking about Pops, seeing if I can find other collectors. I love talking with other collectors. I love seeing how you guys find your Pops, and I love talking to new collectors too when they want advice. So yeah, I guess we'll just kind of like get into it. Q&A time. Let's talk about when did I start collecting. I started genuinely collecting. So I got my first Pops in high school, or was I already in college? I don't know. Yeah, like I think it was senior year of high school. I don't know, whatever. I got my first 3 Pops. They were Nightmare Before Christmas Pops. I got them as a gift and didn't really know too much about Funko as a company, didn't really know anything about what Pops were, just had these 3 Nightmare Before Christmas Pops that I absolutely love. If you don't know, Nightmare Before Christmas is my all-time favorite movie, so I have a lot of Nightmare Before Christmas stuff. Ironically, I just realized I'm wearing stripes. That was not planned. But we're here, so alright. But yeah, so I started collecting around that time. But when I made the conscious decision that I wanted to collect more of them, it was just the Nightmare Before Christmas ones. And so at that time, there was not a lot of them. The 2 that I had gotten was the Hot Topic Jack and Sally. They were Hot Topic exclusives, and the regular Zero. These were like super new on the market. And I don't think there was really that many. I know the mayor wasn't vaulted yet, so bringing you back some years. This is like 2013, 2014 area. And yeah, so I just was like, I'm only going to collect the Night Before Christmas Pops. Cool, whatever. Didn't really actively start looking at that until I was in college. And then I remember I was looking around online and there was, I want to say the next ones I got into were anime, and that was when I also received, as a gift, I received the Black Butler Pops, which, are those here? No. I don't know what's easily noticeable behind me. I got the Black Butler Pops, and I was kind of determined, again, that I was going to get all of the anime ones. And again, this is all at the time that, like, Funko was not as like, the pop craze just wasn't there yet. It was getting there, but it wasn't like what it is now. I cannot get over the amount of pops that Funko's constantly releasing. It's ridiculous. So yeah. And then I decided I was going to start collecting the horror ones, because I came across a couple of the horror ones, like the original Freddy and Jason and Michael Myers, things like that, and I was like, oh yeah, I've got to get those too. And it basically then just spiraled out of control. So I've pretty much been collecting since then till now, but I don't collect as crazy as some other collectors do. I don't collect for value. I collect only what I enjoy. I have kind of collected some of these just off of a whim, and I'm like, yeah, I'm gonna collect them. And then I end up selling them, which is what I've been doing with the revamping of my collection. So I guess the other big question is, how many do I own? So I own quite a few Funko products. Like, I own a plushie, I own keychains and stuff like that. So if you use the website Pop Price Guide, and you were to see mine, it says that I have more products than I do here. Like, just pops, which includes like 2-packs, movie moments. I'm pointing to them. I'm sorry you can't see what I'm pointing at, but all of those I have a little over 200. So where do I typically get my pops? So I get them from literally everywhere. Obviously, if it's an exclusive, I'm gonna go to Hot Topic, I'm gonna go to Walgreens, I'm gonna go to, there's Books A Million, there's Barnes & Noble, there's Walmart, there's all sorts of exclusive pops to just all sorts of things, and then obviously the actual Funko store has its own exclusives. So that's the initial place I'm gonna go for something, especially if it's a pre-order. Then I will go directly, oh yeah, GameStop is another one. So I will go directly to those first. If for some reason they are sold out there, then I will go and try to find a third-party dealer. So like, it's Big Apple Collections, Entertainment Earth, I'm blanking off the top of my head some of the other websites I use, but those are like third-party sellers that have those in stock, or have like some sort of stock of those. I don't know how they do it. I don't question it. So far the pops have not turned out to be fake, so I guess we're good. But yeah, so that's typically how I'll go about it. I do try to buy in person as much as I can. Obviously that's really, really hard unless you are one of those avid collectors that has time to be there, like, when the store first opens. I work nights. Like, mama ain't going to the store at, when they open. It is just not happening. So I am also a person that uses, like, so many different sites. I've used Depop, I've used Mercari, which Mercari is what I sell on as well. Obviously using private Facebook groups, even people that have put in like their Instagram stories, I've reached out to them that way, and we just kind of do like our own little private sale. Obviously private sales can be really, really awesome because you can get things for an amazing discount, or they could be really, really not awesome because somebody jacks up the price or they want some astronomical fee, whatever it is. There's always some weird reason to why private sellers can sometimes suck. So yeah. And then of course I use Pop Price Guide to contain, I guess is the best way, contain my collection to some degree. So you can see, if you've never used Pop Price Guide, it has your complete collection and then your want list. So you do have to be pretty active. My want list and my collection are probably a little messed up right now because I've been selling and I haven't been updating, so I definitely need to get on there and update. But it's a really great site just to have everything in one spot. Obviously, they do average prices do not rely on those prices for the love of me, because so it takes a medium or median in prices. So if one person goes in there, and it relies on the people that use the site. So if one person goes on there and says, hey, I paid $50 for this pop, and then the second person goes on and says, well, hey, I paid $20 for this pop, and then it averages just those two out because nobody else has put in a price, your price is not right. It's not accurate. It's not accurate to the market, you know. Take them for what it is, but if you're selling, make sure you're looking like all over the internet. Make sure you're aware if a pop is vaulted, how long it's been vaulted, look at what other people are selling, look at the, you know, there's a lot of discrepancies there. I'm not going to get into selling. I could probably make a whole video on buying and selling pops, but yeah, so and that's about it. I think as far as websites that I use with buying, and then also just with my collection in general, yeah, I'm pretty sure that's it. The next question I typically get is, what is my favorite pop? I hate this question. I hate this question with a passion, because it literally, I think this is the closest I can get to a parent being asked who's their favorite child. That's really hard. I have a lot of children. I don't know. I definitely know that some of my favorites, one of my top favorites is Sam from Trick or Treat. I might insert a little video clip. So yeah, I love Sam. He's my little pride and joy baby from Trick or Treat. If you haven't seen that movie, go watch it. It's amazing. Definitely some of my other favorites are... So I love Sandy Claus. I think he's just super, super cute. He's one of the more recent Nightmare Before Christmas pops that came out. He's just so cute. Like, little nose. It's so cute. I'm so weird. Also, another favorite is Captain Spaulding. Rest in peace, Sid. We miss you. We love you. But I love my Captain Spaulding. It took me a long time to find somebody that I could buy him from, and that weren't charging me an outrageous amount of money. I think he's the most, yeah, so I guess that leads into another question. What's the most you've spent on a pop? I believe Captain Spaulding was the most I spent on just like a single pop. Obviously, movie moments, 2-packs, 3-packs, they all cost more, duh. But just on a single pop, Captain Spaulding's definitely the most I've spent. What is my most expensive pop now? As in, what was that? Now? But what my most expensive pop is as far as like value on the market now. Obviously Pop Price Guide, if you have or have not used it, then you would or would not know it has a top 10. So it does take your top 10 pops as far as like what's the most expensive or what has the highest value on the market. I know one of them is the Creeper from Scooby-Doo, who's down here. You probably can't see him. Which I find really interesting. I just did not expect him to be my most expensive. I'm pretty sure he's my most expensive. I could be wrong. Ugh, don't quote me. I know that Captain Spaulding is in there. I know that Sam is in there. I think Dr. Frankenfurter's in there. So yeah, there's a couple that are in there. I can't fully remember what all my top 10 was. You know, I probably could have looked that up before this video or had it on my phone or something, but you know, I'm not that person today, apparently. I'm only half prepared for this video. Great. And then, alright, so let's move on to 2-packs, I guess. Do I have a favorite 2-pack? I guess, or 2 or 3, because I do have a 3-pack. Probably my favorite 2-pack has got to be the Jack and Rose. I'm just gonna, since she's right here, they are right here. Yeah, if you've never seen these ones, this is the Titanic 2-pack. So this is Rose in her blue dress. They do have the individual pops for Jack and Rose that come in their, it was the dinner party outfits. Yes. So yeah, this one is when they were walking around the ship. I think this is when he teaches her to spit. Isn't that scene in the blue dress? Dear God. I've been getting really into the movie moments. I have like this goal that I'm going to get a long, kind of thinner table. So if you've ever seen when people do like those Christmas town setups during the holidays, and they've got like all the cute little figurines, and it's like a whole town, and you know, whatever, and it's got like the fake snow on the table. So I want to do that, but I want to do that with my Funko Pops, and specifically the movie moments. So all of these would be taken out of the boxes. Sorry to my inbox people. Most of my stuff hasn't been opened, but when it comes to that, all my Nightmare Before Christmas stuff will be opened. So this is one of my movie moments. This is Lock, Shock, and Barrel in the little tub. I love this thing. But my goal is to put them in order of the movie, you know? So that would be really cool. And so I'll like decorate, you know, when he's supposed to be in Christmas Town, I'll like decorate it with snow, and then when he's not, I'll kind of make it like spooky and have like some moss and stuff, you know, make it cute. Fake moss, we're not gonna put real moss. I don't need bugs all up in my house. But yeah, I just don't have the space to do that right now. That's definitely like a down the road thing, or if I for some reason just decide to somewhat minimalist my life. I can't be a minimalist. I mean, this right here just tells you I can't be a minimalist. So I guess I can talk about out of box versus in box. So I used to display all of my pops out of box. I kept all the boxes because they're all in their boxes now, but I used to take them out of the box and then use the boxes as like a display. So I'd stack the boxes up in like tiers and then let them sit on there. So I did used to out of box display. I ended up breaking a pop because of out-of-box displaying. Not gonna say which one, and you wouldn't know because I glued it very well back together. It's like a pretty seamless, you can't tell. Thankfully, if it had broke any worse, there probably would be like little holes in it or something, but you wouldn't know. But I did break one, unfortunately. If I was selling that pop, I would inform that person that I broke it. Not that mean, but in general, it's not going to leave my collection, so I broke it, and I'm sorry. But yeah, so I don't really have a preference on the in and out of boxing. I don't buy out of box pops, because obviously there's a lot of people that just take them out, and then they sell them without a box. I don't typically buy from those people, because it would probably hurt my OCD that all of them are in the box, except for a couple, so that's probably a main reason that I don't buy out of box. But also I just don't really have the place to like set out of box pops. Like it is kind of convenient for them to be in the boxes because I can do stuff like this. And I know people ask me all the time, like, how do I store my collection? This is it. Like, literally, this is my entire collection. And then, like, all the movie moments and everything in the 2-packs are right here, and they're doing the exact same thing. So, but yeah, I don't really have a preference. Even when I'm buying, if somebody told me that they've opened the box or that these used to be displayed out of the box and then they put them back in the box to sell them, I don't care. I'm not a box person. I don't freak out about the boxes. Like, I'm pretty sure Jack and Rose actually had some damage. Yeah, Jack and Rose have damage on the top of their box. I don't know if you guys can see. They're not in perfect condition. Also, there's like double tape on it. Oh yeah, it's like beaten up on the corner. These are things that some collectors just cannot do. They just do not want it. I've seen people ask for employees to go into the back and find them a new one or find them a better condition one. I've seen it. Do I look at the box when I'm buying? Yes, because I would prefer not to have a super beaten box, because obviously if the box is super beaten, I can't put it in this because it's not going to be able to support any weight. But I'm not going to freak out. I think one of the newer, the Conductor Beetlejuice, wherever he is. I think he's over here. Yeah, he's behind me. I don't know if you can see him. His box, that thing is jacked. It's pretty bad. It's probably one of the worst boxes I have, but I just don't care because I wanted that so bad, and it was the only one that they had left in the entire store, so I bought it. So yeah. So another interesting question I actually got once was if I like kind of regret my collection at all, or if like, you know, do I ever look and think that I own too much or that I'm doing too much, yada yada yada, you know, that whole thing. I don't think I've ever really regretted my collection. I love waking up. This is literally, my bed is right here, and then this is the wall right next to my bed. So I get to wake up every morning and look at them, and they just really make me happy. They're one of the few things that I guess I collect or that I have an abundance of that I can say genuinely makes me happy to look at every day. I think they're so cool. I think it says a lot about my personality. I think it's really fun. Oh my god, it's so much fun when I have like new people that come over to my house and they're like, okay, I have to see the pop wall, because they just have to see it in real life to believe it, I guess, or to see that it's true. So it is really cool to show people, and I don't have a lot compared to a lot of collectors that I follow. There are some collectors that have entire rooms in their house dedicated to it. They've got like the cardboard stands that, you know, you can display them on from stores and like all of this crazy stuff, you know, and that's not me. Which I'm not shaming those people at all. Oh my god. I think that's fascinating, and I watch your guys' videos like crazy because I'm just like, wow, you're like a literal store. It's amazing. I think it's so cool. I think this is so cool. But I think what's cool is that we all just enjoy it, and we can all talk about it and have fun with it, and you know, bounce ideas off, or bounce, you know, display ideas, or, you know, talk about where we get things, or, you know, obviously if there's somebody in the community that is not selling in the most ethical way as far as their prices and whatnot, or like how they're doing business, you know, we all kind of have each other's backs. So it's really cool. It's created a community, it's created a family, and it's brought people together. I know that it's definitely this generation's Beanie Babies for sure. Pops that I am really, really excited about. If you follow me on Instagram, you know that there are Inuyasha Pops, and I am so hyped about them. Oh my god. Guys, I have been begging for Inuyasha Pops pretty much since I started collecting. I have just been saying over and over again, I need Inuyasha Pops, I need these to be a thing. Oh my god, like, I literally, I am so excited. So there's an Inuyasha, just regular, there's Kagome, and there's Sesshomaru. Really hoping that means they'll make Moroku, Sango, and Shippo, maybe even Rin, maybe even Kaede. Oh my god, could you imagine if they made a large Jinenji? Guys? If you don't know who Jinenji is in Inuyasha, he's probably like one of my favorite anime characters ever. He is the sweetest giant demon I have ever seen in my life. He's so sweet. He's just he's technically a half demon, so he's just a precious little boy. I love him. Oh, and obviously they would have to make Kikyo. That's not me being a stan here of like, oh, it's Kagome versus Kikyo. I just literally forgot about her. I'm sorry. I just got really excited. But yes, so those are coming out. Pre-order is done / happening. There is a Sesshomaru in his full demon dog Hanyo form. Hanyo? Is that how that's pronounced? Ooh. I should have check in. Whew! I should have double checked that pronunciation before I came on here. But there is his full form, and then there is a Hot Topic exclusive that is Inuyasha's demon form. So that's really cool. Also, so excited. So I have owned Soul Eater Pops. They only have Soul and Maca. I've owned them pretty much since they came out. They are finally releasing the rest of the group. Oh my god, this is another set that I have been like begging for, that they make the rest of them. So you're finally getting Tsubaki, Blackstar, Death the Kid, and Liz and Patty. Which, by the way, this whole like, here's Liz and Death the Kid and Patty is an exclusive that you've got to go find in another store. Rude. Rude. You could have made that a 3-pack and I would have been satisfied. Or you could have just not. This is what Funko does. This is what they do. You know, they just had to make Patty an exclusive. One of them had to be an exclusive. But you know, I'm not gonna be super salty. I'm gonna be okay. It's fine. You know, I'm still gonna buy them just because I'm so excited that they're finally completed. And I think it would be so cool if they made like a large Death. I know he's like super angular and he's not really like a pop shape, so they probably never would, but it'd be kind of cool in my opinion. But I'm not gonna be that person. I'm not here to recommend pops. But yeah, I definitely know that like the anime has definitely been stepping up its game. I will probably, I should totally just make a full video dedicated to like pops that I'm really excited about, or like pops that I think Funko should make. But I'm not gonna do that right now because this video is already extremely long and this is talking about me as a collector. Have you learned things about me? Have you just learned that I'm crazy? I'm not sure. But I think that's really about all that I kind of wanted to talk to you guys about and introduce you guys to my collection. I unfortunately don't think that I can get, I really wanted to upload the time lapse of me building my pop wall onto YouTube, and unfortunately, I lost a bunch of files on my phone, because I read this message that came up wrong about what it was going to do with files, and it was like cleaning up my phone. It deleted like my entire cosplay album, so all of my progression photos are gone. It deleted like all... it deleted my entire YouTube file or folder that I had on my phone. I just lost a lot, so that really sucks. But I'm gonna see if I can maybe get it off of Instagram, or maybe I have it hidden somewhere and I just don't know. I need to look. But yeah, so I think that's about it for this video. I have no idea if you've learned anything from me or if you're interested at all in me as a collector. I feel like I just rambled a lot, but this is a video I've kind of talked about making and I just never made, and I'm like, you know what, let's just make it, let's just do it, you know? So we're here, we're doing it, we got it, you know? Your girl is here to tell you that she'll serve you something and then waits months and months, and it's funny because I did film this video and then I lost the entire file, so it's not 100% that I didn't do it. It's just that I didn't do it again. Sorry. But yeah, so if you guys want to see anything specifically about Funko Pops or my collection or whatever, if you want me to do an actual like collection tour, that's going to be wild. I'm not sure how I'm going to do that yet. But if there's anything you want to know, anything you want to see, if you want to see unboxings in the future, especially all these new ones that are coming out, I might do them, because why not? So yeah, leave all your suggestions down below if you guys liked it, liked the video, you know, I like to know that if people like my content, I'm just crazy. Ugh. But yeah, so I'm sorry this is really long. I'm gonna stop rambling. Thank you guys for watching, and I will see you in the next one.